Hi folks, welcome back to B Mills Farm. It is February 9th and it's been upper 50s and sunny all day long. It's absolutely beautiful. The ground has completely softened up again, but you can't complain when it's this nice out. I'm gonna let the heifers out and get chores done. That's Maple. Mouthy Maple. Alright, let's get them fed so they quiet down. Do other people with pigs enjoy the squealing and screaming? Because I just can't seem to figure out how to not be annoyed by it. I don't know. Let's get it done. So I feel like most people that watch this probably live in a place where it's winter, they get snow, weather's not perfect all the time like California. So seasonal depression is absolutely a thing. You don't even realize how down you are until you have a nice 55-degree day, sunny, and you just can't help but be in an awesome mood. Seasonal depression is real. and I am feeling mighty good and motivated. I have been really all week. It's been pretty nice. Even though it's super muddy, I don't even care. This nice weather shows you all the repairs you have to do to everything. I have fence to fix. Pretty much every gate on this place needs to be fixed. Lots of junk to clean up. Lots to do. A bowl to keep happy somehow. You have water running whenever you want. Man, I love beautiful weather. Alright, buddy, so here's the deal. We can either cut your nuts off and you can go hang out with the girls, or you can keep them, but I have to keep you separate. What do you think? You can't have both. In all seriousness, I have found a person who raises Dexters in Pennsylvania. Man, I love that sound. So nice. I found a farm that raises Dexters in PA, and it's about 2 hours away, so not bad. And they have steers available. So I'm thinking, hopefully I can get at least one, maybe two steers so I can keep them with the bull to keep them company. I keep the heifers locked up during the day so they can see each other, smell each other, do whatever. They just can't get close enough to breed. And then, the pigs are in there too. So he's sad, but he's not totally alone. I do feel bad. That's why I want to get some steers along with. I want steers for meat. But that should be a good thing for him. These guys are growing pretty darn good. They've grown a lot faster than I figured they would, since Dexters are the smallest breed of cattle that I am aware of. So they're actually putting on some pretty good size, which is cool. All right, so while I have been gone for the few weeks that I've missed, I think 3 weeks I missed of making a video, I've just kind of been going over everything on the farm, in life, everything. And trying to figure out how to move forward in life and farming and everything in a smart way that'll get me to achieve my goals while at the same time not going broke and not spending every spare minute I have doing the things. The spending time on everything isn't really. Here's my fence that I gotta fix. There's my river I gotta fix. The spending time on farming is not really an issue for me. The thing that is an issue is how much time I'm spending versus the reward, the possible rewards. So I've been doing a lot of thinking whether or not this is a business. I'm trying to do this as a business, or am I just trying to feed my family? And I've literally made both decisions in the past few weeks that I'm not gonna. It'll remain a business legally, but my main goal is just to feed my family. And I had made that decision, but I wasn't super content with it. So I figured that I should come up with a better plan. There's not really much stockpile up here besides goldenrod, which is pretty much worthless. Tallest thing's goldenrod. Here's some decent stuff up here, but don't really think it's worth bringing the cattle up. Here's a good image. You see that green circle there? That's where I had a hay bale spread out. So you can see the fertility in that spot versus that spot. Putting hay on your ground is not a waste of money. It's feeding your animals and feeding the soil. So it's a really nice visual of that. All right, now that I'm out of breath, I guess there's a decent amount up here. Don't know if it's worth it still. I'll walk over here. All right. So here's the deal. Pigs, they're profitable. Do I like raising them? And by profitable, I mean barely profitable. Do I like raising them? I don't really. If I had pigs, cool. If I don't have pigs, I'm also cool with that. It's not really something that I'm super committed to or interested in. The reason, so I started this whole channel with pigs. I got rid of them because I was just tired of it. Then I got cows, and I basically wanted to be everything to everyone. I wanted to save the world. So I had to have pigs and chickens and cows and sheep and whatever else I could think of I wanted. And that was just a bad way of thinking. These people that are doing multiple animals, not everyone, some people are doing it alone, but a lot of people have more than one person on the farm. Maybe they're farming for a living. Maybe they're making a good income off of YouTube while they're doing their farm and videoing it. For me, it is just me. It's just me. I work 50 hours a week at my day job. 20 hours or so a week is dedicated to farm. So we're at 70 hours. I have side work that I work on, automotive stuff. So, I don't work on that stuff every week like I should be, but it's all just a lot of work. So that's where my idea of giving somebody else the opportunity to farm. I'll give them animals. I'll give them land. It'll still be my land, but I'll let them use it. All they need to do is bring temporary fence to keep the animals, and they feed them. They get to sell the meat and all that. It'll be their very own thing. And I think that's a cool idea. It's building a community. See, I don't have really anybody around me. Actually, I have nobody around me that has the same ideology and the way they want to raise livestock, which is a regenerative way. Nobody around here is doing that. Nobody around here cares about it, at least that I've found. So I'm just sitting on an island by myself, and it's getting kind of lonely. So this will be a great way to have people that I can build a community, that like-minded people, and we get to work together, do the same thing, try to achieve the same goal. So as far as animals go, the animals I really love to come home to every day is the cows. And with that leased property that I have the most potential to move in the direction that I want to with cows. Obviously I could put a lot of pigs up here and down there. I even have more property yet up there that I don't think you guys have ever even seen. It's basically this size again, but up on the other side of them trees. We could have hundreds of pigs on this property, but that won't really make me happy. I already have a job that I don't care for. I don't need another job that I don't care for. So I tried pigs again. I have yet to find joy in it. So hopefully I can find somebody else to fill the shoes and I won't have to get rid of them. But if I can't find somebody, then I will be getting rid of them. I just can't dedicate the amount of time that I need to so many different enterprises. I was going to do a lot more chickens. I'm holding off. I really want to focus on cows and sheep. I personally, my diet, I pretty much just eat a carnivore, animal-based diet. I eat beef and eggs every single day, and that's about it. So it only makes sense that I would raise more beef than anything else. And I really like lamb, and not a lot of people around here are doing it. In addition to that, there are a lot of people around here that raise beef, but they raise it conventionally, not necessarily on a feedlot, but I know maybe 2 people within an hour that are raising grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and they really don't. Both farms basically just have cows because they love them, and they don't really care too much about beef sales. So there is a really good opportunity for a grass-fed, grass-finished market, which is what I truly believe in anyways. Another thing that goes against pigs and chickens is how really unsustainable they are. You can raise them regeneratively, but at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is you are completely dependent on the feed mill. And I don't like that. I don't like monocrop agriculture. I don't like the chemicals sprayed on it all. I don't like corn or soy. There is no real non-GMO option around here that is affordable. So the fact that I can't raise them the way I truly want to raise them makes it hard for me, again, to be excited about having them around. Another thing on that note. So this is not dogging on this person at all. More power to them. But 5 miles down the road, there's a guy that raises pigs, and he buys feed from the same feed mill I do. So he's feeding the exact same thing, pretty much going to be the same end product. And he's selling a whole pig cut and wrapped, USDA inspected, in your freezer for $7.50. My cost to raise a pig was $8.30 something, $8.36 or something like that. So I could save over $100 by buying somebody else's pork that's fed the exact same thing I'm feeding. So that again makes it even harder. Like, why am I raising this animal for 8 months, spending all this money to feed it, spending all this money to process it, when at the end of the day I have a product that cost me more than I could go buy it from my neighbor for? So again, not dogging on him. If $7.50 works for him, that's fantastic. There's a lot of people that'll get a really good deal on pork, and that's cool. It's local food. Local is better than Walmart. So now I know what you're thinking. Doesn't that make it kind of a hard sell to have somebody come raise pigs? And maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't understand why it costs me so much more with the same products to raise a pig, unless they're just not accounting for their money, all their spending. So is it going to be a hard sell to get somebody to do that? Yeah, and I'll tell them straight up, you're not going to make a lot of money unless you have a customer base that doesn't care about money. Then they'll pay whatever you're charging. So it's a tricky situation, but it just doesn't work. So with all that, that's a really long way of me saying that pigs aren't for me. What's up, buddy? I really love the idea of regenerating the land, having ruminant animals that can eat grass, and moving more towards trying to get animals to graze as many days as humanly possible. I'm sure most of you probably watch Greg Judy, and I'm not sure his snow situation versus ours, but he has animals on pasture 365 days a year. And sometimes he has to bale graze, unroll hay, but mostly his animals are eating stockpile forage. And all that is, stockpile forage, all that is grass that you let grow tall. And if it does snow or whatever, the cows, it's their job to get through the snow and get the grass. They need to be self-sufficient for the most part. And I really like that idea. If you can get cows that can thrive on grass, feed themselves most of the year, granted you give them enough opportunity, that's an amazing thing. That's a really good investment. An animal that can survive on that, you're not going to lose. Pigs can't do that. The feed mill, you're completely dependent on the feed mill. And I basically want a zero grain farm. Sheep are the same way. Sheep are really, really savvy, and they can take care of themselves really well. From what I understand, I haven't had sheep yet, but they're kind of like a deer. You don't see deer starving to death around here. They make their way just fine. They eat grass. When it snows, they dig and they still eat grass. So that's what I want to ask of my animals. It's going to take a long time to get to that point, but that is the goal. And if you're looking at it in a generational view, which I am, if I want to leave something to my kids that my kids will want to do, it has to be something worthwhile. And when you're building up your herd to be self-sufficient, very efficient, you just keep getting better and better and better and better animals, and you will have something very worthwhile to hand over. Pigs, however, you can spend 50 years breeding you whatever genetics you want in pigs, and 50 years from now, you're still going to be dependent on feed mill. So you're really not gaining anything with pigs. You're just stuck in that loop, and I want out of it. Either way, that's where I'm coming from. That'll be, I'm not discouraged at all. I'm excited. When I sold those 6 pigs, it was like, I felt amazing. I was like, I gotta sell them all. This feels awesome. Like I said, I can buy local pork 5 miles down the road for cheaper than I can raise it. So there's really no point in me doing that. I can support another farmer, and yeah, that's just the way we're gonna move forward. Like it or hate it, agree or disagree, that's my decision, and we're gonna move forward in that direction. Like I said, I found a farm that has Dexters, that have steers, and 2 months worth of not feeding grain to pigs, I can afford a steer. So every 2 months I can afford a steer, basically. And that sounds much better. All right, so we're doing that. We did that collaboration with pigs, with Blakesley Acres, Evergreen Farm, and Backwoods Butcher. On the 17th, I'm going to be on the Meet the Critters podcast again, which is the podcast I was on. And yeah, it should be good. So I'm not hating on pigs. I'll still happily talk about pigs, but I just don't think they're for me. So that's all I got for you folks. I appreciate y'all watching. The weather's beautiful. Hope you guys are getting beautiful weather where you are. You're enjoying it. Spring is on its way. I'm sure we'll get more snow between now and then. But for now, I hope you are all doing well. So until next time, I appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment. And we'll see you next time. Keep farming. We'll see you later.